Hi, and welcome to another edition of my warts and all look at my 00 gauge model railway. Since the last video that I put up on YouTube, I've now got all the basic electrics done, which includes isolation of that section of track under the canopy there where the two bill is. So if need be I can run a 2-coach steamer in there, uncouple, there is a magnet there to uncouple, and then run another loco onto obviously that end of it and pull it out. So that's all done and working. That's the actual switch for that one there. That's all now been fitted and wired up. That black and red, they operate the Ormy point motors that go through the CDU to feed power all the motors, which are now all up and running. The wiring was all in before, but it just needed connecting here to the switches, which now were done. There's also 1 to 8 of all points. They are all working. And that there, number 9, is up to isolate down to off, which is the engine shed, so I can have a loco in the shed and another one being serviced somewhere up here. I have decided now I need another isolating section somewhere around here, so when I run a freight train or goods train, it's going to be, the loco is going to be pulling it, which means then I'm going to have to, take it all through the shed and all sorts. So I've got to isolate that so I can put another engine on it and do it all properly. I think for that board really, I've built another canopy which is going to sit somewhere along there where these pots are, which is this here. It's a bit of a scratch buildy thing. So if you recognise the old Hornby, I'll hold it near the windows, a bit more light hopefully. Not too bright today. And sort of like a wheels canopy with a bit of adding on and taking off, and there we go. So that will actually sit in there hopefully eventually. As I say, that third rail's got to go down there to do a bit of platform adjustment on that side, so I had to lift the third rail, and it's going to be great fun trying to put these all back in them little holes on the side of the track. I think this was down last time I videoed. Obviously that's got a fencing and a little bit more clutter around it, and obviously signals. This has all got to be grass here. So that board then would be about complete, I think. Got to try and tart the road up as well, put some more fencing or hedging along there. This board isn't too bad. I think we're about there with this one. Yes, the road does need a little bit of work on it up to that point. But my main concern here is around somewhere around this position here. I've got to have a three-way signal. As you can see, I've got to have one arm to the right, one to the centre, and one to the left. I think ratio do one, but I'm a bit dubious of building it. I'm not very good. I can never get the mechanism right. The spring that goes in that little plastic spigot at the bottom and should sort of lift the arm up and down. I'll sort of do the signal alright and get all that, so it's just all the mechanism of it at the bottom. And multiply by that 3 or by 3, and then it's going to be quite hard work. I'm thinking about putting a 3 light colour signal in there, maybe cheating a bit, but I have got a dapole home and a distant signal, which paid about £24–25 each for. So that row's still got to be marked out. But other than that, that's been added as well. I've put this is only out by Velcro, as you can see, so that if I'd need to get it off in a hurry for broken wiring or something like that, it's there. I think the water column needs a bit of straightening out, but that's been glued down. There's buffers added there, which I've got to paint down there. But other than that, so it is coming on slowly but surely. Obviously the wiring's all got to be tidied up, which that will be done in due course. Next job I'm hoping to probably start today is the ballasting of this part. But I had to make sure it all ran properly. It's a very tight curve. It's not what I really wanted, but so I didn't have a lot of options, so I'm going to try and hide that somehow. But anyway, that's going to be ballasted and have the third rail section put into it. This needs a bit of tarting up. I've just got to line it all up properly and get these. Some of them aren't quite true, so I'm debating whether there might be another way around that instead of using this system. But at the moment it is working, but it's not brilliant. Maybe just because they're slightly out of line, but other than that, I think that's it really. I haven't got along here. I'm waiting for my model railway stockists to get them in. I'm going to put some of the wheels, retaining walls along, and have it stepped up and have like a high street along there. And what's going to go in as the shops and all the pieces of these little beauties. Christmas has come early for me this year. So I didn't really rate these when I first looked at them. I've only ever seen them on eBay or whatever and I didn't sort of seen them in the boxes, but I went into my model shop the other day and he had a line of them all lined up. They were doing a special offer on them, and this is just one that is out of the box, the post office one, but I think that's pretty good. Put it down, you might see it better. It's probably better in that light. Yeah, so basically I don't know if anyone's interested. I think it's Rails of Sheffield are doing a batch of 8 of these little shots for about £110, which I think is very good value. And then just to compromise it that's probably one of the dearer ones, and the greengrocers, wherever that is. I think that is the dearest of the lot. Where's the greengrocers gone? There it is there. But so that was quite a dear model that was. Still can't find the greengrocers. I've got one definitely. Probably hidden somewhere around. Da 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 da. Anyway, that's by the by. But also, Hattons have reduced theirs. Some of them at virtually half price. So as you can see on that list there, there's the bookmakers with the Mason at £10, low relief off licence £11, and so it goes on. As I said, I think the dearest one was that greengrocers, which was at full price, but the rest, and obviously the cinema. But all the rest are good, pretty good prices. So between the two companies, Rails of Sheffield and Hattons, I've got about 15 buildings here, which I'm really impressed with. Oh, there's me mate, look. Bailey, me bestie. He's just been up on the field for an hour and a half, boy. He's a bit tired now. He's always in here when I'm doing the railway, he loves it. So yeah, that's something to think on if anyone's interested. But they do, I think when they get all lined up on that bridge, I think they look absolutely superb, a line of them together. They really, so I think they're more superior than the Metcalfe ones, I really do. And so I'm hoping to illuminate them as well. So obviously that's something else that's got to be done on these ends, illumination. So yeah, but it's all work for the future. Right, let's just see now if I can demonstrate a train. Going to be a bit awkward doing it left-handed, but we'll have a go. Helps if you go the right way. So I can pick up the control, I think. So it's not easy when you're holding a camera and hard to judge, I'm just going to try and get it right, so I'll run round, right. So hopefully now, bear with me, just got to swap the points over. Now hopefully now, I've got to try and uncouple the loco. Oh, hang on, I've done it too soon. I haven't uncoupled the loco. It doesn't help, does it? There you go, she's uncoupled now down there. So now we can do the points. You'll get used to it. As I say, it's always waltzing along with my videos, I'm afraid. So let's just see what happens now. I'll probably hit that because I don't think I'm too far over yet. So as I said, it's not too easy with this holding the camera. Bear with me again. I haven't got the point change there, I don't think. Southbound buster, yeah. So this is a southern layout, even with a ginty. Let's push them back again, and the other end. Right, so now we should be able to reverse onto the tray. Just zoom in a little bit. If need be, then I could push it back, you know, and so it could take water as and when, but basically that's it. So then we should hopefully then be able to run it back to where it started. So the track could do with a good clean as well, something else I must do eventually. And there you have it, so that does work. And also I think what I'll need to do is just see the so I'm just going to get the 2 bill to run, but I'm going to need, save me messing about swapping this over with the camera in my hand, which I won't be able to do. Get that loco off. We just prove that this one runs. Well, I don't need to prove, but just show you. Just wonder which way I'm going to go now. So that's the 2 bill, which although I'm a steam man, I do like these. Not going to take it right in, obviously, because of the. So then if we chop the point over again, hope you're not getting too dizzy with me flying around with this camera. Oh, hang on, what number? 4. So now we should better run the 2 bill back into where the steam has just left. It's a lovely smooth running train, this is. Try and grab hold of the controller quick. And there you have it. So basically that's what I ain't going to bother. The sidings I have checked with a loco, obviously I haven't put a good strain through or nothing yet, but they are worth that. All the good sidings operate from that controller there. And obviously the main controller, or for the one that controls the main tracks, is that one, the walkabout one. But that's basically, I think really that's it. As I say, I've got my next job's to ballast this. I might get that done today and get the 3rd rail put in there. That's a superb little machine. They're quite easy. You can probably make one of them. All it is a bell, like a buzzer, and it just tells you there. You put it on your track. Oh, that's hard again. I'm trying to operate it there. And it tells you that you got power and continuity into it. So, you know, I use that quite a lot. As I say, yesterday, I was hoping to do the video yesterday, but I had a problem with that, which I thought was that, but it turned out that it was the actual power feed there, the power lead. And I also had a faulty switch on number 8. I don't know if it was the wrong type of switch or what, but it just wouldn't operate the point. I don't work in bar number 8, so. But that helped me, like I say, that little meter helped me sort that out. So So I think there's not a lot more. I don't know if any of you have watched those on recently. It was last week on Channel 4, BBC 4. There's a programme called The GAN Express, G-H-A-N. It might have just been called The GAN. But basically it was in Australia, filmed in Australia. It was about this diesel train that left Adelaide, and it took 54 hours to get to Darwin. It had 36 coaches on it. It only carried about 500, 600 passengers, which I was a bit surprised on a train that length, but there you go. It had obviously sleepers, kitchen cars, dining cars, etc, etc. So, but yeah, it was absolutely superb. I could well recommend a view of that. It went on for 3 hours 6 minutes, but I watched it in 3-hour instalments, sort of an hour before I went to bed, and I found it very relaxing. It was brilliant. You know, I thought it'd be camera in the window and that'd be it of the loco, but no, there were camera shots from everywhere. It was absolutely superb photography. Well recommend it. It really was brilliant photography. There's got cameras in the tracks, under the train, on the side of it, cab, showing the crew in the train, and obviously helicopter shots from. Brilliant, really recommend it. So there's been quite a few on lately. I don't know if any of you have been watching the railway modelling thing. I can't make up my mind about the one, whether it's a sort of just trying to take the mickey or whether it is, you know, a genuine look at model railways. I don't know, I'm sure. You know, I'd be interested to see what you people think, really would. But I just can't make up my mind. Oh yes, Wednesday, I don't know if any of you live in Leicestershire that watch, but we've got this coming along. That's at the Rothley Centre on Wednesday, 7:30, Mount Sorrel Lane. It's the little village just outside Leicester there. It's always a good show. It's put on by Rob Fox, and he's a brilliant presenter and does a little bit of commentary here and there when it's necessary, but he doesn't overdo it, you know. And they're real, like they're on the old reel films, you know, reel to reel. Brilliant, you know, it really is. So, and then we've got the great hurrah of steam coming up on, I think it's the 15th of November for that weekend, which is the Great Central. So I've got plenty of railway bits to keep me going, apart from this. This is my main baby, this. I have to get this done. But I'm aiming sort of for next year, hopefully sort of February, March, have it up and running. But so the time we're going to be putting lights, you know, this is going to be the fiddly bit now, illuminating all this lot, plus the station, plus I'll need lights obviously in the goods yard, engine shed lights, probably illuminate the signal box, street lamps, cattle dock possibly have a lamp on it. So I've got a lot more vehicles to come on, but they're all in the drawer, so there's no point in getting them out at the moment. They're just going to get covered in dust. But I think basically I've covered everything this little time. Well, I don't know how long I've been rambling now, but 18 minutes. My God, don't time fly. So you've got the old Monster coach. So I've got loads and I've got a 2-Held, I've got a Thumper diesel. I've got about 10 or 11 locos of all different, all southern mostly based, but and obviously that's one of my favourites, the 4MT tank. Love that loco. But I don't have to weather it though, so I would love to have a go at weather, and I've done a few of the little bits as you can see, building wise, and a few trucks. I think I weathered that one. Got to do the coal a bit better than it is, but all these have been weathered, look, but so it's just now transferring it onto a loco, onto some of my stock. So, but anyway, I'll leave it for that for now, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And as I say, happy modelling, everyone. And again, thanks for watching. Bye.